Today we're in Aberdeenshire and we're looking at how one post can strike up collaboration with businesses which can drive new sales. Gibbs Menswear dress men for weddings is what they do. The best way of showcasing this is, of course, showing their products in situ, showing them on mannequins, but of course, it's actually best showing them on the wedding day themselves in the wedding photography, which is likely that they've maybe been tagged by the groom themselves or even the groomsmen. Now, what's great about this post is that this is just them promoting, that they can dress their wedding party, and this is the Highland wear they can rent, and these are the types of tartan, for example, that they could get. But what's great about it is that it just so happens that the wedding photographer happened to have been looking at it, recognized the venue, recognized the brand, and commented to let them know we've had a lot of your designs in the last year. So that's wonderful, because what does that do? The response from the business was for them to send images of their outfits being used for them to feature on Instagram. Here, and they've tagged them obviously as the response. Then the photographer has had a further conversation somewhere with at Meldrum House, which I assume was the venue, which means double the exposure with a bunch of businesses who ultimately share the clientele. So if you need a wedding photographer, you also need wedding outfits. You also need a wedding venue. Other ones might be wedding cakes. It also might be bridesmaids dresses. It also might be buttonholes. It might be, it might be like there's so many different things that you would need as part of this wedding in order to make it up. So you find one thing, you find another thing, you find another thing, and you do it through the Instagram loophole. So this is my business. What would I be doing? I'd be tagging in here. I'd be looking at where this was taken. I would tag in the venue, the groom, if I knew his handle, I'd be tagging in the groom, the photographer, and anything else which was relevant, because guess what? You all share customers. If someone's looking for the photographer because they need to get married, they might need you too. So make sure you're tagging away, you're looking for affiliations rather than this kind of one where, it's amazing that they found them by chance, but you don't want to lose one, because guess what? They come along very seldom, and it could be that they're very, very lucrative. Now, the best way that you can find other businesses in your area that you might share clients with would be to go to the Engage tab, and then you would pick location. Now here, I'm just going to pop in Aberdeenshire, and then this will give me all of the local businesses in Aberdeenshire, which have engaged posts on any of the social channels or the most engaged posts. And then so it might be that I look at Inverurie whiskey. So, it might be, a specialist whiskey, for example, that, that it might be a tipple of choice for a groom. Maybe it's the trampoline park, and that, a lot of the people that would be coming along to the wedding have kids. Let's engage there. And that's all you're doing, is you're going in and you're engaging in their posts. You can like, you can share, you can comment, and it means that you're suddenly coming up in their conversation, which means that you're supporting them. They might therefore support you back, and it might even spark a really good relationship. Now, if you've got any questions whatsoever, click on the little blue button. It connects you to us 24/7. We love to help.